In an age of gods and mortals, one man dared to conquer the known world. His name was Alexander, and his ambition was as vast as the empires he would one day command. His story is not just history, it is the legend of a leader whose destiny was forged in fire and ambition. Born a prince of Macedon, Alexander's greatness was nurtured from a young age. His mind was sharpened by the greatest philosopher of the time, Aristotle, who taught him not just the art of war, but the art of reason, science, and leadership. This unique education prepared him for a destiny far beyond the borders of his homeland. He wasn't just born to rule, he was trained to master the world. In 334 BC, at the age of just 20, Alexander led his army across the Hellespont into Asia, igniting a campaign that would change the course of history. With a force far smaller than his enemies, he faced the mighty Persian Empire. In his first major engagement at the Battle of the Granicus, he didn't just command from the rear, he charged headfirst into the enemy lines, inspiring his men with breathtaking courage. This was the first taste of the lightning-fast, decisive victories that would become his trademark. Pushing deeper into Persian territory, Alexander's strategic genius shone. At the Battle of Issus, he faced the Persian king Darius III himself. Despite being heavily outnumbered, Alexander executed a brilliant flanking maneuver that shattered the Persian lines and forced Darius to flee, leaving his family and a vast fortune behind. With each victory, Alexander's legend grew, and the path to the heart of the Persian Empire lay open before him. The final, decisive confrontation came at Gaugamela. On a vast open plain, two worlds collided. Darius had assembled a colossal army, including war chariots and soldiers from every corner of his empire. But against Alexander's disciplined phalanx and masterful cavalry tactics, the Persian might crumbled. Alexander once again led the charge, carving a path straight toward Darius. The Persian king fled a second time, and with his escape, the Achaemenid Empire, which had dominated the world for 2 centuries, effectively fell. With Persia conquered, Alexander marched on its ceremonial capital, Persepolis. In a move still debated by historians, the magnificent palace was burned to the ground, a powerful symbol of his absolute victory. Yet Alexander was more than just a conqueror. He began to adopt Persian customs, encouraging his men to marry local women and integrating different cultures into his new Hellenistic world. His vision was not just of conquest, but of a fusion between East and West. But his ambition knew no bounds. He pushed his weary army eastward to the very edge of the known world, India. Here he faced new and terrifying challenges: monsoon rains, dense jungles, and formidable armies equipped with war elephants. At the Battle of the Hydaspes, he won a hard-fought victory, but his men, exhausted and far from home, finally refused to go further. For the first time, Alexander had to turn back. The journey home through the harsh Gedrosian desert was brutal, costing him thousands of men. He returned to Babylon, the new capital of his vast empire, with grand plans for future expeditions and the consolidation of his rule. But it was not to be. In 323 BC, at the age of just 32, Alexander the Great fell ill and died, his grand vision left unfinished. In the wake of his death, Alexander's empire was torn apart by his generals. Yet, his legacy was immortal. He had spread Greek language, culture, and ideas across 3 continents, ushering in the Hellenistic age that would shape the world for centuries to come. His name became synonymous with military genius and boundless ambition, a legend that has inspired leaders and dreamers for over 2,000 years. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories of the figures who shaped our world. We'll see you in the next one.